Hey.
There's Sarah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
So, welcome back everyone to the second review of Eurovision 2022, where we are talking about Finland this time.
Yes.
So, the last episode we talked about Azerbaijan. Let's talk about Finland now. So, they are sending the Rasmus with the song Jezebel and Sara. I would like to first hear from
I mean, you are the fan. You should start.
people don't know, but you know, we like to sing, let's say. So
A lot.
this is also one of my favorite when it like when we do kind of singing party, and yeah.
That's what you call it then. All right. Before we
So
get too
let's go.
sidetracked, Sarah,
Okay,
take it away.
I'm starting. Okay. So
You're gonna start. Okay, off you go.
How to start? Okay. So I mean, when we talk about rock music, the first country that comes to mind is Finland. Their best result and victory is rock music from Lordi. Their second best result is also rock music, which is last year Blind Channel, and this year they are sending to Rasmus, which is like one of the most selling and also one of the most popular rock bands in Finland with 28 years of experience in the rock music scene. Because we also interviewed them, and you can also check out that on our YouTube channel. Yeah. So so this formula is familiar to Finland. They are really good at it. So when UMK lineup was revealed, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be a poser. I've just heard about the group. Like I've just heard the name of the group. Rin, what's that? Is that it? Is that a mug?
I always have it. Gotta get the placement.
Yeah.
It does actually have coffee in it. So.
Yeah, so I mean when I first saw them in the UMK lineup, I have heard about them, so they were like familiar to me. But the only thing that I knew about them was their hit "In the Shadows," which is like a massive hit. Let's not underestimate that. And even if people probably don't know which bands, you know, which band sings that song or the title of the song, people will probably be able to hum
Yeah.
it. So it's a familiar melody. So, so the group has some kind of popularity behind them coming into the contest, which is a positive. I mean, it didn't maybe work with Darude back in 2019.
Yeah.
But a lot of things were wrong about that entry, like from the song to the staging, from the interaction of two artists. Whereas this one feels like more true, in terms of being a good Eurovision entry. The reason why I like this, it has a familiar melody. It has a familiar sound to me. I could really connect with it since the first listen. The chorus, it's a rock, but it's not so hard rock. I mean, I personally don't listen to rock music a lot, but I found this really accessible as a pop listener. It also has this rock ballad feel to it, which I also love. I mean, people say that its lyrics give nothing. It has some nonsense, nonsense lyrics.
Nonsense.
Nonsense. Yeah,
Nonsense.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nonsense lyrics. And it also has a good amount of hate on Twitter as well. This is also one of those songs. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean,
Twitter's full of hate, though. Come on.
But I think, I mean, I'm feeling something, and that is what really matters to me. I am feeling the song. It's also in my top 10. That was my personal taste. Now, thinking about this objectively, do I think it will do really well in Turin? I don't think so. Um, Looking at the UMK performance, we can see that they have to improve a lot, both vocally and also staging concept. I didn't necessarily love that staging because the cartoon theme. I mean, the song is kind of emotional in a way, and also it's a rock song, but that cartoon theme didn't really fit, in my opinion. But in our interview that you can watch on our YouTube channel, I mean, he said that they'll probably remaster that concept, but not go so far away from that. So let's see. It'll be interesting. People judge his vocals on UMK. Well, I think they are kind of right, but I think it won't be so fair to judge this based on only one performance, because right now they are working on a staging that they're going to serve on the Eurovision stage, and he will probably rehearse his vocals accordingly. So that's why they can improve. And the Rasmus, I mean, they know what they're doing. So I mean, it will really be unfair to trash their vocals. But do I think will it really do well? I am not sure. They're opening this second semi-final, which is a good spot and which is an honor, you know, because producers they rely on them opening a show. Okay, qualification. We'll talk about that later. But I mean, it has a good spot, and overall, I really enjoy this, even if it doesn't get a good amount of love from the fandom. But let's see. Their name will probably help a little bit, but I'm also not counting on that after Darude, although it sucked in a lot of ways.
Okay. For me, is a good song. It's okay. I mean, I have to confess that it grows on off of me like constantly. Some days I like it. I say, okay, it's a good song. It has a lot of energy, and I like it. And other days I say, well, it's not that great. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this entry. As you said, Khan, I'm not sure they will do well in the final results. I think, I mean, the fact that a lot of people knows the Rasmus will help them a lot, but maybe not the Euro fan. I mean, the fan that follow Eurovision maybe are not very attached to them and to the song.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, for me, it's okay. I mean, it has a lot of energy. I think that they need to improve the staging. I mean, I enjoy their national final performance, but not that much. I mean, I had other favorites from the national final. I mean, it's good to have the Rasmus in Turin at Eurovision. That's a great thing. I mean. And of course, I mean, the song is good. You can hear the experience that that the band has behind them. I mean, the instrumental part, it's really good. About the lyrics are not amazing, but the music part, it's really interesting. I really liked it since the first time I listened to the song. But maybe it sounds a little bit dated. I mean, the song sounds like we've been stuck in the early 2000s. So, I mean, I have mixed feelings about this song. It's a good song. I mean, there is experience, full of energy. But on the other hand, it has some issues, let's say. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for someone who has this song at 12th place in her list, I'm by far the most positive about this song. So I wanted to start off by saying that out of us, I'm actually, out of our entire team, I'm probably the only one old enough to have actually danced to In the Shadows in the nightclubs. So, I mean, I think you guys underestimate people of my age demographic. because we have like certain attachments, certain memories, certain nostalgia with the Rasmus, and I think that that's actually going to help them when maybe not in the Eurovision bubble exactly, but I think that when people are sitting at home and they see them and they remember all these great times that they had in the club, people my age, you know, I think that they're going to be motivated to actually like, you know, they're going to be excited about it. So I think that's one thing we can't underestimate. Okay, so my notes were, yeah, they're just very professional and their experience shines through. So even those small vocal issues that were there and some of the staging issues, you can still see that they're super experienced and they are professionals and they know what they're doing. I like the way the song builds and it has moments. So like it slowly builds, then it's like big, and then it sort of goes into something else, and then it's big again. So the song is, you know, our phrase from last year, the song is a journey. And I like that a lot. I wasn't a huge fan to start with. I was like Sada, and I had a different favorite and UMK. And I think most of it came out of a fear of Jezebel being a disaster in comparison to In the Shadows. But it's actually grown on me a lot. And I think it's got a really nice glam rock vibe, and I think that's what you were touching on before, Kant, is that it's not like it's an accessible style of rock, but I also think it's what Sarah was touching on when you said it felt dated, because glam rock is very sort of even earlier than early 2000s. So I kind of, you know, it has that kind of vibe. As you said, Kant, they're opening semi-final 2, but I think they're basically the only ones that could open semi-final 2. I mean, they are going to be, you know, it's going to be a big show. It's going to get people at home really excited. And I think they're going to like set the bar. I think they're going to like come out, give it everything they have, and that's it, you know, leave it out there. And I feel really sorry for Israel following them, because it's going to be such a change of pace. And not that Israel is a slow song, but it's just going to be a change. And that's me.
Actually, about Israel, I thought, you know, about opening the semifinal, I actually thought it was between Finland and Israel, whereas I was like more leaning towards Israel, I must say. But I'm not surprised that Finland is opening. I think it's more because of the name of the Rasmus than the song itself.
They're going for the at-home viewers,
exactly.
Like people outside the bubble.
Rasmus is at Eurovision, like
exactly.
It's a great etiquette.
They're currently 17th in the betting odds, so I mean, the odds are not probably. I mean, like what you said, that might not be enough to actually get them through to the final. And if you look at the odds, that seems to be the case. But I think that people at home are going to respond really well to this.
I want to say something, but I forgot it. Maybe I'll remember that.
Maybe you'll remember.
So let's also quickly talk about whether this will qualify or not. I kicked this off, so I think okay. This is also another entry where I'm like not so sure. The thing is, they're opening and they have a name. The song is also good. The televoting support, maybe. You know, this could be a shocking non-qualifier. I'm gonna say that. But at this point, I want to say it's qualifying. But it could be a shocking non-qualifier. I'm leaving open doors. Yeah. I'm gonna stand actually behind my saying that this is gonna qualify.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they will qualify. Maybe not in the first position. Maybe like 8th or even 9th in the. I mean, not in the first place among the qualifiers, and yes, I mean.
I also think they're going to qualify, and I agree. I think they're going to be down there somewhere between 8 and 10, but I think that they are going to qualify.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, that's also 3 out of 3 there. Amazing. Let's also quickly go through our scores. I gave this a 7.5, although having this in my top 10, and that's because of I remembered what I wanted to say. You know, it's, I don't want to say this, but you know, their age and you know their, I'm sorry. Oh
What are you saying?
no, but I actually
Be
like
careful.
the thing that I want to say is that, for example, Måneskin, they're like in their early 20s, and Eurovision, it has become a platform recently that produces new talents to the world music scene. So whereas the Rasmus is already an established band, and they had their, you know, biggest era behind them already. Like they have already experienced that. So Eurovision for them is probably a breath of fresh air, but they're not seeking a platform to break through. So in that case, and also thinking about young people vote, like how many young people vote at Eurovision, there are plenty of other songs that they can go for. If that's the case, the televoting may not be so strong as we think, but in any case, they still have a name. So, thinking all of these, like taking all these into consideration, I couldn't give this more than 7.5. But it's in my top 10. I want to say that. Yeah. Okay.
I gave a 6. I mean, I don't feel like giving them less than a 6 because, I mean, it's a good song. They have stage presence, experience. I mean, so yeah, it's the perfect 6 for me, Finland. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, for someone who has them at number 12, I'm going to go out and give them a 9. Now, that's a reflection of what I think how people are going to react to the song, combined with my personal opinion. So they're not my personal favorite, but I think that they will definitely, I think that a lot of people are going to respond really well to this. And remember, they're all in different countries at the moment. So as soon as they get together and start practicing together, I mean, those vocals and that performance is going to be so good by the time it gets on the stage.
Definitely.
Because their entire reputation could be ruined if it isn't.
Thank you. That was what I wanted to say.
We got it.
I was going to say, for example, like Darude had one single and like the Sandstorm, but other than that, he didn't have anything else like that he serves to the world music scene. Whereas the Rasmus have several numerous singles actually that became popular, and so they already have an established name. I don't think they want to ruin that at Eurovision, so they are probably coming up with something strong. Thanks for reminding them. So without losing any more time, let's go through the average score. The average score. It's a 7.83.
7.83. Okay.
Which is good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Andrzej gave this an 8.5. I gave an 7.5. Rin a 9, the highest score. Together with Dennis. Dennis also gave this a 9.
Yay, Dennis.
And Finland is his third at the moment. Let's also say that. Sara gave this a 6. Once again, the lowest score. And Roma gave this a 7. So the average score, let's once again say that 7.83. It's a good score. It's a respectable.
Yeah, it's a good score. It's a respectable score.
So now that we are done with Finland, let's quickly go to Greece. And we'll see you soon in Greece. So
okay.
stay tuned.
See you soon. Bye.